Turning now to former President Obama, who is talking about misinformation at Stanford University this afternoon, calling it a threat to democracy.
One of the biggest reasons for democracy's weakening is the profound change that's taken place in how we communicate and consume information. We see that our new information ecosystem is turbocharging some of humanity's worst impulses.
NBC News senior reporter Ben Collins joins me now. Ben, nice to see you. Does Obama have any chance of breaking through the politics with this message? How is he trying to do that?
Well, I'll say nobody's been successful yet. But if you can frame this as less a political debate and more about what we're taking in, the information disorder that we have in this country, you might have a better chance. That's what he's trying to say here. And what he said, he basically laid this out as a problem of sensationalism on every side. This is a political issue. I think we have some audio from him here specifically about this, too.
When it came to the news, at least, citizens across the political spectrum tended to operate using a shared set of facts. What they saw, what they heard from Walter Cronkite or David Brinkley or others. Today, of course, we occupy entirely different media realities, fed directly into our phones. Don't even have to look up. Inside our personal information bubbles, our assumptions, our blind spots, our prejudices aren't challenged, they're reinforced. And naturally, we're more likely to react negatively to those consuming different facts and opinions.
And that's what you see from President Obama today, is talking about those filter bubbles, those spaces that we can't seem to get out of because we don't have that shared monoculture, that shared reality anymore. And that's what he's saying is there are these algorithmic feeds that we have that are changeable, that could be less sensational and less driven towards what he called hate and conspiracy theories, and more towards facts and reality and community building. And that's on the companies. And that's where right now he's really placing the blame, is on these companies for amplifying the hate on their platforms.
You know, Ben, this beat is really your specialty. You spend a lot of time looking at these conspiracy theories and on these forums and in social media and looking at posts and things. Do you think President Obama fairly lays out what's at stake here? Does he put it into reasonable terms that, regardless of political persuasion, people will connect with?
It's possible. You know, he's called himself in this speech as close to a free speech absolutist as you can be. He said it's not about banning more accounts. It's not about any of that. It's about finding rules and finding ways that these social media companies can tilt more towards democracy than to hate and division and nationalism. And he specifically said, you know, white nationalism and hate groups did not begin on social media. They began a long time ago, but they are supercharged and their propaganda is supercharged in these spaces. They're given preference by mistake, basically, algorithmically, over facts and information that can bring people together. That's the challenge. That is an objective fact. That's not a political reality. That is an objective fact. And I think both sides of the aisle will eventually come to realize this once it hurts them specifically.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.